I really appreciate the mayor allowing the chamber to make this happen every year. I think we've been doing it for 12 years. I've been the director, and we look forward to it every year. It's a big crowd. It's a great time together, a way to see a lot of people at one time. With that said, Mr. Snyder.
Let's give another round of applause to Mr. Hufford. There's several families that you can look at in Portage and you can point at as what we would call the staple family in our community. And if you've ever met Terry's kids, I've gotten to meet both of them. Are there three of them, Terry, or two?
There's four, but
I know two of them. Sorry, well, I know two of them pretty well because my kids play soccer and basketball with them. What a testament to him, and what a testament to our city, and what a testament he is to what we are. He served many years on our school board. Our schools are somewhat what they are because of Terry. And Terry, thank you for your service. Thank you for what you mean to Portage. Thank you. I have an honor to do something before I get this meeting, before we get to the speech and the things that we're going to talk about, something I've been looking forward to doing for a couple of weeks now. Mayor Olson, can you come up here with me, please, real quick? Mayor Olson's with us, and he's not the one that we're talking about. But I think it's fitting that he's here with me today, and thank you for coming. There's somebody who's been part of Portage for a long time, many years, and many of you have never seen him, you've never met him, you've never talked to him, but you've heard his name, or maybe you've seen him here or there. And he's really somebody that I've wanted to recognize for a long time, and a key to the city wouldn't do him justice. Key to the city wouldn't do him justice. There's really no award that we could think of that would do him justice. So we approached the governor. We asked the governor for help, and he gave us help. And today, Mr. Shepard, could you please come up here? Give me a second. We're going to stand up for him here in a second. We're going to give Mr. Shepard a Sagamore of the Wabash. But let me start out by saying some things about what Mr. Shepard has done for us. His education was at Maryville High School, Valparaiso University, and Southern Illinois University. He taught urban planning at Valparaiso University, and he's known as the professor amongst this staff. And he was dubbed that by Mayor Olson, I believe. He worked with Governor Orr, Lieutenant Governor Mutz. I believe he did speech writing some for Governor Orr, didn't you? Lieutenant Governor Mutz. He helps me a little bit. He didn't help me with this one, though, today. One of the things that's unique about John Shepard is he's survived a lot of administrations. He's served in a loyal capacity to Mayor Goen, Mayor Williams, Mayor Maletta, Mayor Olson, Mayor Velasquez, and Mayor Snyder. Think about that for a second. That's just unheard of. He's established Portage's TIF district. He's a big part of the Port of Indiana. Projects, Willow Creek Road, the Ameriplex at the port, the Marquette Plan, the North Side Master Plan, the Portage West Side Redevelopment Project, the Portage Lakefront Riverwalk. In Northwest Indiana, he's a staple. The town of Porter's TIF district, Worthington Steel, Burns Harbor Town Planning and Burns Harbor Business Park, Chesterton Town Planning, Porter, the TIF district in town planning. Valparaiso now has recruited him from Portage. TIF district and city planning. The town of Pines, he's done town planning there. There's something to say about a man that doesn't take the glitz and the camera very often, isn't there? Just everybody knows John and everybody appreciates him, John, and we appreciate you. And Doug, do you have anything you want to add real quick? I'm sorry to do that to you.
Go ahead.
Okay. The honorary award, the Sagamore of the Wabash, was created during the term of Governor Ralph F. Gates and is the highest distinction given by the governor. The term Sagamore was used by Native American tribes in Indiana to describe a great man among the tribe whom the chief consulted for wisdom and advice. And I think that is something me and Mayor Olson, we often have him in our office alone, giving advice and asking him for help. This award has been presented to presidents, ambassadors, astronauts, artists, musicians, and citizens who have contributed greatly to the Hoosier heritage. Those of us who are here today who know John can all agree that John Shepherd has contributed greatly to the Hoosier heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I present John Shepherd with Indiana's Sagamore of the Wabash. Served on a board or commission or in any capacity in the city and worked with John Shepherd, I'd like to come up here to get a quick picture. You mind doing that real quick with us? Come on, everybody come up. Everybody sit down. Get them up here real quick. We're going to do this real quick. Come on. That's you, Greg. Everybody, come on, Sue. I saw Susan here. Come on. Ed. Where do you want us to be? How do you want us to do this? You're taking the picture. Where do you want us?
Just on the stage.
On the stage is fine? Come on, John. Come on, everybody get up here. Hopefully it doesn't collapse on us. I think it was built by sheet metal workers, so it should be okay.
It'll be all right.
You got it? John, get right here. Right here in the middle. Doug, get on the other side. Get it? All right. Thank you.
Look at the group.
Yesterday, we were in department head meeting, and Amanda came and pulled me out because I have a phobia of being down here in this area. While I'm talking, the department heads, I'd like all the department heads of the city to come find a seat up here, because we're going to have you sit up front here today. A little bit of theatrics. That's you. Come get a seat. All the department heads that are here. Hopefully we counted you right. It's really hard. I like when I speak. I typically like to be in a smaller room with more people. I don't like to move down here. And John, it wasn't us that packed this house. It's your fault we're down here. As people heard about the Sagamore, we had more people wanting to be here, and we're really grateful to you, the city of Portages. I've got the department heads up here for a reason, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. We've had some amazing progress in the city, and I'm really looking forward to talking about it. I've been looking forward to giving this speech for some time. And some of the department heads that are up here, I don't mention by name as I speak through the speech, but there's an amazing group of people in front of you. And one of the people that doesn't get to be here with me today, my dad made a joke. I'm not going to make that, Dad. Of why she couldn't be here today. It has to do with child care. But my wife Deborah, who has been with me through thick and thin, and anybody who knows her knows she puts up with a lot. And she'll be with me tonight with the kids. And when we give the State of the City, we do it 3 times. We give it to the high school kids, which is a lot of fun. They asked some pretty pointed questions this morning. We had a good time with them. The high school kids, and then we do it here to the business community, and then we give it also to the citizens tonight at 7, and it's a lot of fun, and we'll be doing that tonight at the at Sycamore Hall. Close. Before I get started too, I'd like all the employees that are here with us to stand up, please. Everybody that's not a department head but a city employee, stand up. Give them a round of applause. asking it in so much, Joe. Joe's sitting there. Portage has seen amazing growth, great progress, financial strengthening, infrastructure rebuilding, and a new level of public service. We have accomplished this with incredible energy in our community, great tenacity in our jobs, long hours from our families, sheer dedication in the task at hand, and an uncanny bluntness with the residents we serve. I have asked our department heads to sit here with me because they are true public servants. They are dedicated people. And this, the great city of Portage, has been blessed beyond all measure with their service. This mayor, your mayor, stands proud with his head a little higher every day because these fine men and women have staged what I believe is a historic comeback of this great city. I have made you promises, and these fine people have worked tirelessly to keep up and to help me keep these promises. In preparing for this speech each year, we look back at our previous State of the Cities, and we are incredibly proud to see that the promises that we made have been promises that we have kept. Year one, in 2012, we were in the state of correction. It was then that we focused on several areas such as garbage automation, health insurance, and cost savings to turn around the train that was headed for a cliff. These corrections have resulted in millions of dollars in savings. We have succeeded in the year of correction. Year two was the state of communication, in which we believed it a priority to improve communications with our residents. We introduced a newsletter, connected with countless people via social media, which you all get to enjoy and laugh at, I'm sure. Hosted breakfast meeting with residents, and implemented a state-of-the-art phone system that keeps our residents and businesses up to speed on emergencies, events, and progress in Portage. Our residents thank us on a regular basis for this unprecedented level of communication, and we believe we succeeded in the year of communication as well. In year three, 2014, was the year of construction. Wow, these guys are all tired up here from that. What a year. We tore down a nearly 60-year-old facility and are planning an open house on a $5.5 million state-of-the-art street department. We are finishing a paving project of nearly 30 curb miles of road. Listen, when we took office, if your road had been paved in the last 5 years, you would have to live another 100 years to see a fresh coat of blacktop on your street. We have lowered that number nearly 85 years. Founders Square will be opening this spring with its new 2,300 square foot splash pad underneath the downtown water tower. Access and parking have been improved at our state and city's greatest asset, Lake Michigan, and our parks have begun long overdue renovations. This is just the start of public projects resulting from the year of construction that will take place over the next 2 years and what will render us a completely rebuilt city infrastructure. That will include new streets and sidewalks, handicap and senior citizen-friendly buildings, and the best park system the state of Indiana has to offer. Today, in year 2015, we are in a state of challenge. I have also called these department heads to sit here in front of you and to challenge them. I challenge you as well. Earlier today, I challenged our high school seniors, and I will challenge our fellow residents tonight. My challenge is to do more, to go further. It is a challenge to build upon the foundations we have started. It is a challenge to the people of this city to steer clear of election year politics that have plagued Portage in the past and to keep us on track. It is a challenge to build a future that no one ever imagined or believed that we, the people of Portage, could achieve. I'm going to read you a quote from the first State of the City I read about the parks. Quote, The staff at our Parks Department and Superintendent Jen Orsburn faced the most broken department when she came to work. Literally, when she was approved by the park board, an employee came to her and told her, "Welcome to hell." Park employees are used to hand-me-down equipment that is tired, and it's hard to find a vehicle without rust, end quote. As you can tell, where's Jenny at? There she is. As you can tell, during the first 30 months of our administration, this park staff and leadership went through derision. They went through strife and contention. They stuck with the principles of efficiency and excellence, and have seen programs and events that are now the envy of the region. Listen, fathers and daughters from Michigan and Wisconsin now plan to attend the Portage Daddy-Daughter Dance. This year, they convinced me to bring my daughters to the Daddy-Daughter Dance. And we went. And I was amazed, not by the organization of the event, and not by how everything went, but by this staff and what they've done. It was amazing to see them. I tell you that story not to focus on the quality of the event, but the quality of the staff. This department has evolved from a contentious group of individuals to a focused unit. Staff from the preschool, maintenance personnel, and department heads pitch in to make sure that events go off without a hitch. They do this with smiles. And now I have even seen their young children show up to pitch in. We saw 2 of the boys in bow ties last week helping. The park staff has become what any boss would call a pleasure to not only work with, but to be with. This department has achieved this success, and listen to this, with the largest budget and staffing cuts of any department in the city. Parks, I give you this challenge this year. A zoned and more efficient playground and park system. A well-attended farmers market. Senior walking trails at Perry and Wolf Parks. And finishing the great projects at Woodland, Countryside, and Imagination Glen. Reprogram the Portage Lakefront so that not only Portage, but the region comes here to enjoy God's gift to us. Stay focused on your relationships and provide the best customer service to the people we serve. Your mayor, your residents, and your fellow workers say thank you and keep up the great work. Chief Pfeiffer's turn. It's hard for me to challenge our fire department, as they are known for their innovation, their care of the sick and the hurting, and their professionalism. They constantly challenge themselves on what new ways to achieve greatness. They are superior to any other fire department in the Chicagoland area. I know Chief Pfeiffer is proud of his department, and we are certainly proud of him and his personnel. Saw them, they're over there. The other day, my sister-in-law required the assistance of another area of fire department. I won't mention where. And I got a text, quickly, that she wished she had been in Portage. To help illustrate the character of these firefighters, when our plow drivers were pushed to their physical limits last winter, it was the fire department that opened their kitchens and started preparing meals for the plow drivers. If you have never had a firehouse meal, you don't know what you're missing. So my challenge to the fire department is directed to the city council. Give them a new fire station. We have planned, we have pictured, and we have priced this station, and we know we can do it. The saying is old but accurate. Actions speak louder than words. It is high time that we stop talking about a building and we start building the building. Let's get it done. Our Portage Police Department has accomplished unprecedented results over the last 3 years. In 2012, crime dropped 17%. In 2013, crime dropped 13%. And in 2014, we saw another 10% drop. This is the first time in our history we have had 3 straight years of crime decreases. It is truly remarkable, and a credit to the men and women in blue led by Chief Williams and his staff. Listen, criminals don't want to come to Portage anymore, but everyone who wants to be a cop wants to be a Portage cop. And the proof is in the hundreds of applications we are receiving, many whom are officers from other departments. A Portage police officer knows this. They know that their mayor, their city council, and the residents have their back. And we will always have your back because we know that they are dedicated to keeping us safe. We know that when we drive to the store, we are safe. We know that when we drop our children off at school that they are safe. And we know when we go to bed at night that we have committed officers that are vigilant and vigilant in keeping us safe. Thank you guys. My challenge for the police department is to the city council again. But I first want to truly commend the city council. Sue is the only one here today. Sue Lynch is on our city council. Sue, stand up real quick. Say hi. I've got some good things to say. It may seem that the credit for many of these accomplishments goes only to these department heads or the mayor. But all of these department heads and myself would tell you that our city council has enabled much of this success. The divided government that the people of Portage have selected should be a model for the entire country. They have been courteous and kind to me and Deborah through some very difficult times. The fire and police station issues may appear to be contentious, but it has led to fruitful discussions and what you should expect from your government. They have worked to ensure that the costs are reasonable, and they have been helping look for more creative and efficient financing. As the fiscal body of the government, that is their duty. Sometimes as the executive, it may get frustrating. But in the end, our combined efforts will result in a better Portage. So back to my challenge to the city council. The last major renovation to our Portage police station was in 1976. My mom's here, and she'll tell you that that was 2 years before I was born. Our department has grown by over 30% since then. And not only does this public building lack adequate accessibility, but it has inferior evidence storage and no place large enough to hold a meeting that they can attend at one time. Let's build a handicap-accessible, resident-friendly, and officer-efficient police station. The people of this city and the people who protect them not only deserve this, but they need it. I believe this station will allow us to be more effective in our policing, more efficient in our services, and more accessible to our residents. Our officers have been met by broken promises for nearly 15 years, and it is time to keep our commitment to them and to thank them by action for the safety that they provide us. Thank you guys, and we'll get it done. The street department, led by Steve Charnetsky. Wave, Steve, so everybody knows who you are. Everybody already knows who you are. And led by Don, and the utility department, led by Don Slonikowski. And Dave, are you up here too? Did you ever come up here? Dave helps them. Have seen their share of challenges this year in a different way. I have one word for you: weather. Mother Nature has not been kind to us this year. I remember the first year, we didn't have any snow when I came to the state of the city. The department heads and personnel banded together and gave you unparalleled service during these tough times. Last year, we saw devastating snowstorms. The Mother's Day wind and hailstorm that most of you have probably already forgotten about. And just when we thought there was not another limb left to fall, we had another massive windstorm wreaking havoc on Portage near the 4th of July. We literally had a limb pile that was 3 stories high and a football field in length. It was incredible. In late August, we had a rainstorm that delivered nearly 6 inches of rain in less than 8 hours. Preparation and the dedication of our workforce led to these storms being cleaned up quickly, and years of work, some of it provided up to us even by Mayor Olson and mayors before us. In the cleaning of our waterways lessened the flooding impact of the torrential rain and prevented sewer backups. Our residents know that our street and utility departments will be able to handle anything that Mother Nature throws our way. My challenge to this department is this. I see you guys sitting there, department heads. Take care and have pride in your new $5.5 million street department and your new equipment. Strive to make Portage the cleanest and most well-maintained city. Prove your critics wrong. And preserve our newly blacktop roads with a robust crack sealing program. Take pride in your department and work together to take care of our cities. Your services touch every resident every day. We are proud of you, and we look forward to another great year. Good job. Our building department, led by Doug Sweeney. Doug, raise your hand so they know who you are. Is he up here? There he is. Okay, over there. I don't remember where you guys are sitting. Doug Sweeney, community development, led by A.J. Monroe. Most of you know him. And everybody here should know Jim Fitzer. The economic development department, led by Jim Fitzer, have not only been the jobs-producing engines of Portage, but they have become the jobs engines producing of the entire region. Let me read you the list of proof. Panda Express, 20 jobs. Texas Roadhouse, 30 jobs. Shea Furniture, 5 jobs. Family Express, 12 jobs. McDonald's, 20 jobs. Border Pool Supply, 2 jobs. Subway, 10 jobs. Lynn's Bedroom City, 5 jobs. House of Pancakes, 15 jobs. Leslie Pool Supplies, 10 jobs. Pet Supplies Plus, 10 jobs. Dollar Tree, 10 jobs. Latitudes Fine Dining, 10 jobs. Firehouse Subs, 12 jobs. Myers, 300 jobs. Getting tired of the numbers yet? I'm not. Commercial jobs. Avonmarsh, 10 jobs. 5-Star Engineering in the old Willow Creek Lumber, 30 jobs. Brain Balance, 5 jobs. Belmont Building, 50 jobs. MPG Industrial Supply just renovated an old building off of Eagle Drive, 5 jobs. Mercy Diagnostics in the old Port Tavern, 50 to 60 jobs. Still not done. Manufacturing and industrial jobs. Ratner Steel, 30. Indiana Pickling, 4. NLMK added 46 jobs. Phoenix Services at the Port, 80 jobs. MSI Packaging, Caramoose, Lime and Stone. Green Sense Farms, 20 jobs. International Recycling Group, 350 jobs. JEM Industries, 12 jobs. Lear Corporation, 96 jobs. Monosol, 150 jobs. This list doesn't include what's happening in the Ameriplex, in front of the Myers, around the water towers at Founders Square Park, or the formerly blighted, crime-ridden parts of Route 20 like the Castaway and Don's Motel that we purchased, cleaned up, and made ready for jobs. 2015 will be a record year for Portage. We are on our way over the last 3 years to 2,000 jobs and nearly $300 million in Portage, of investments in Portage. New and exciting announcements will be coming that will not only make us the leader in the region, but also the undisputed Chicagoland South Suburban Economic Leader. These departments will have their share of challenges this year. A refreshed website that continues to improve communication with our residents. Frequent announcements of companies that have chosen Portage as a place to call their home. And the oversight of numerous public and private investments through the city. This year, we may see the beginnings of what could be the attraction of the region, as the city's redevelopment commission has a $6 million offer to purchase 100 acres it owns north of I-94 and west of the Ameriplex. I assure you that the challenges to come for these departments are the excitement for future generations. Good job, guys. Good work. He helped me with my speech, so I didn't put him in here, so I'm going to ad-lib this for a little bit. Joe Calhoun, our city administrator. Last year we announced his position, that he moved up to that position. What an amazing help he's been to us. With human resources, I think there's a lot of employees in this room who've been connected to him who can say the same thing. Joe has been an invaluable asset. It was a quick story. A month into the administration, he came into my office and asked, who did this stuff before? It was just, we were busy, always busy. And Joe, thank you. Joe's challenge is to move the city out of the era of the typewriter. We have led our city with an unconventional type of political leadership. When we promised not to care if a person had a Democrat or Republican attached to their name, we followed through with that promise and didn't let that cloud our judgment. Our results are the proof. Just this past Tuesday, on the Indiana State House floor, I was reminded of what a cancer ideologue politics can be. My Republican colleagues listened to 90 minutes of testimony from experts providing facts on how removing the common wage from construction projects would not result in cost savings for taxpayers. But because they had been sold a bill of goods that continues to attack Portage and Indiana workers, they voted it out of the committee. Listen, this mayor, this city council, and the constituency of Portage will stand for the Portage worker every time. These are not just words. We have proven this with pen, paper, and a paycheck. We have negotiated 5 union contracts that provide a fair wage to our workers. Not only providing a fair wage to our workers, but it ensures that our workers give us a good day's work. Thank you guys for your hard work on those contract negotiations. My future will be creating, my future challenge will be creating an environment in Portage that appreciates its workforce, not only in word, but also in deed. My commitment to the workers of Portage is this, is that if I have the privilege to stand here a year from now, we will continue to honor your work with a good contract and a proper wage. My challenge to you, the Portage business owner, the Portage high school student, the Portage senior citizen, and the Portage friend, is to hold the Portage standard high, to believe that we can continue to achieve great success. Do not settle for a party or an old political ideology that has withered and stunk, but let us challenge ourselves to do our part, to pick up the trash on the side of the road, to help keep our city beautiful, to compliment a city employee, a police officer, or a firefighter, or to continue to constructively critique your mayor, your council, and your city leadership. As your mayor, I believe our city is unmatched. Even Indianapolis and Valparaiso are trying to figure out how we did it. I tell them it's you. In the scripture, the Apostle Paul gives us the definition of faith. He defines it this way. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. This year, the year of 2015, the year of challenge, will be the year that the Portage beacon shines brightest as the city on the lake. I, your mayor, have faith and hope in this fact. Thank you. I get to make people upset if I don't pull your name out.
If you are in our basket raffle for the business cards, the mayor's going to draw the first one, and this will be a gift basket from First Source Bank. Portrait Custom Images, John Schmoder and Terry Jenkins. And our second business card is for 2 tickets to Portage IMAX and 2 concession coupons from Kevin Morgan, the manager. And that goes to Blue Horizon Properties.
Congratulations. Thank you. No problem.
And finally, if you bought 50-50 tickets today, the mayor's going to draw a winning number now. And this goes to the Executive Director Retirement Fund. That number is 432-456. 432-456.
I'm always out by like the 3rd number.
Congratulations.
Do you want to verify this?
Pardon me?
You want to verify that, don't you? I could just as easily.
If we let you in, we trust you.
Very good.
Thank thank you very much for being here today. I certainly hope you'll mark your calendars for the chamber events that I mentioned earlier in my announcements. We appreciate you being here. Mayor, we appreciate the excellent presentation today on a city that we all dearly love, and let's keep moving forward together. Thank you very much and have a great afternoon and stay warm.